Topic number one. Obviously, after the first weekend, a lot of basketball went on, a lot of high basketball, a lot of low basketball. That leads us to our first topic today. I want to pick three winners and three losers from the first weekend of March Madness. Yeah, we can come up with that list collectively. I feel like we're kind of on the same page with a lot of stuff like that. So, who's your first winner? Let's do the winners first, then we'll do the bad next. Who's a winner of the first weekend of March Madness?
Gotta be Arkansas. Gotta be Arkansas. Gotta be Cal. I do want to say we got a short up on the channel this morning as well about this, but Cal's gonna have to retire the coffin quote. You just can't say it every single time, dog.
He's
Like the
got his
first time was
he's
elite.
got his fastball, man.
Yeah, I need a slider. Maybe a two seam. I need something like, and if he needs help, I got a million quotes that are just like that because I like to keep those in. I have a notepad of them for whenever the Warriors win stuff. So like if he needs help, I got him. But like he's got to retire the coffin quote. It hit hard the first time. This last time, I was like, all right, bro. How many times did you say it in front of the mirror?
Hey, listen, guy's got his fastball. I agree with that. I'd also like to put a little slash on that of who I want to put in this group. I actually want to put just anyone with ties to Kentucky, as in new coach or like the. I think I'm calling it like the triangle of Coach Young, Coach Pope, and Coach Cal. All those
Yeah.
guys like exercising demons, going to Sweet 16s. Those that group, that trio right there, whatever that trifecta is, they are definitely a winner of the first weekend. Who do I want to give a shout to next here? Actually, you know what I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna go with Michigan. I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
Michigan as a winner of the first weekend. I think that a lot of people picked UC San Diego to win that first round game, and then a lot of people thought Texas A&M would beat them up on the boards and beat them in that basketball game, and they advanced to the Sweet 16 in Dusty May's first year with the chance to go play Auburn and keep their season going on for a team that was kind of limping into the Big Ten tournament. They've now ripped off and won a Big Ten title, and then they do away with people's Cinderella and UC San Diego, one of them, and they followed that up against Texas A&M, which was quote unquote, as our friend Greg put it, as a quote unquote nightmare matchup. They were able to out rebound them, and everyone was kind of dominant. And Roddy Gale was special in that, so you can put Roddy Gale as a winner for the weekend as well if we want to.
Absolutely. Roddy Gale is definitely the winner of the weekend. He was special in that game.
Very much.
I think my last winner, I got two of them. I'll let you decide between the two. The Crab Five and Ole Miss.
So in my head, I had on my list third is Ole Miss.
Okay, I like Ole Miss because
Yeah.
I think Chris Beard, like this whole time it's been like, yo, where's Beard gonna go? He can't be at Ole Miss to do what he wants to do. I think he just made himself not only a lot of money at Ole Miss. Ole Miss has boosters. I mean, Lane Kiffin drops bags for anybody that walks. Like he drops bags in the portal like no other coach. So it's not like Ole Miss don't got money. But I think the longer Chris Beard's able to sustain success, he might eat into Lane Kiffin's money a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. And I was also gonna say too, you know, this goes for Ole Miss and Maryland. I think I give those two coaches credit too, because you see a lot of coaches across this tournament who are dealing with rumors of them going elsewhere, and they're just shitting the bed, right? They're not doing what they should do. The only reason I give the edge to Ole Miss in this one is because the two games they won, I also think there's a storyline associated with it. Like, I think everyone was pulling for North Carolina to be that team that wins the first four, says they belong, and Ole Miss beats them, and then Ole Miss beats one of the better teams in the country, and Iowa State handedly too, by the way, and now advance to play Michigan State. So yeah, I feel good about those three winners. I feel like we're on the same page there. Now switching to the other side, the downside of it, the three losers of the first weekend. Where do you want to start, Dion? We have options.
Yeah. Man, I don't even know where to start with this, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
I
I think
do. I do.
Patino,
St. John's offense.
I was gonna say the whole Patino family.
You know what? I don't even want to do that because I think Richard did a fine job in battling Michigan State, taking them, making it tough on them. But I quickly need to look at these St. John's offensive stats. I haven't seen a performance like that offensively in a long, long, long time. I think Aaron Scott was 1 for 10. RJ Lewis gets benched in that basketball game. They score 66 points and lose to Coach Cal. Like,
Yeah.
let me read this off to you, Dion. They shot 9% from three. Nine. 9% from three. They shot 36% from 2-point range. Like in a tournament game as a two seed to your ops and Coach Cal. Just a really tough showing. Unfortunately, St. John's, I think they were a very popular pick to go to the Final Four this year and how great of a season they had. And to have an offensive performance like that in this moment, they unfortunately have to be a loser. That's got to be one.
What's crazy is Arkansas shot 10% from three.
At least they made some layups.
Yeah, facts.
That's really what it was. Who do you have a second loser in mind? I got one I can go to if needed.
Who do you got?
Penny Hardaway.
Oh,
Yeah,
without Tyrese?
no, I'm going to Penny. I just thought that obviously this might be a little bit harsh because they did not have their point guard in that game. I thought that hurt them, but there was just a lack of in my opinion, getting PJ Haggerty the ball,
Yeah.
getting the ball to spots where you need to go against what I thought was a smaller ish team. Um, I just thought that, it might be a little harsh. And actually, can I switch this? I don't want, as I'm talking through it, I don't want to put them there anymore. Um, and this is a little bit harsher, but I kind of feel good about it. I was watching the Missouri and Drake game, right? And I love Drake. I picked Drake to cover in that game. But when you look at Drake, they are a team that does not have the size and physicality that Missouri possesses. And I thought that Coach Gates and Missouri as a whole did nothing to implore that in the basketball game. And that was the reason they lost. And they did that for large portions of the game. The fact that they weren't able to score the basketball, I thought was malpractice. So I'm gonna have to go with Missouri in the lower half of the SEC as losers. Throw Vandy in there as well.
Facts. I had another loser too. I think this is the biggest loser of the weekend. Brad Brownell and Clemson.
Yeah.
McNeese stinks, man. Like McNeese is so bad. And you just had no idea how to handle a matchup zone. Like
Mhm.
they literally like McNeese runs defenses like you play men's league when only five people show up and y'all have work at 7 in the morning the next day and you're like, hey, like we can't be that tired, we can't get hurt.
Right.
Those are the style of defenses McNeese runs. It's like, let's just get through the next 40. And Clemson could do nothing with it. In my opinion, straight up, if your team can't beat a zone, that's on coaching. That is a coaching malpractice. So I good thing he signed that extension.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say, and yeah, there was a couple coaching malpractices that we could have chose from. Honorable mention, Bill Self. He did make a good move by going to the zone, but some of that execution down the stretch by guys like Hunter Dickinson, I think, really hurt them, and they let Coach Cal get them. They let Coach Cal get them, but I feel good about that winners and losers list. Being a BYU podcast, though, BYU biggest winner of all time.
Yeah.
Sweet 16 us.
See, the reason they're not a winner to me is we expected this.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
like
this is
that
regular.
angle.
This is
I like
regular.
I like that angle. Shout out to the winners and the losers of the first weekend. It is March, and that means that March Madness is upon us. And if you are looking for a place to play, Underdog Fantasy has you covered. Sign up and deposit using code SLEEPERS, that's code SLEEPERS, to receive up to $1,000 in bonus credit plus a free pick. Head over to Underdog Fantasy today and use promo code SLEEPERS to take advantage of this amazing offer.